So with Kelsey hyperextending his knee, he'll most likely 99% chance be out for this upcoming game versus the Lions, especially because this just happened yesterday, and the game's on Thursday. So it's not like this is like a long time for them to for him to recover to come back. Literally the game's tomorrow. So with that being said, the question is, who is going to replace him, right? Because at the end of the day, somebody has to replace him on the roster. Now, last season, Noah Gray actually finished the year with 702 snaps. If you compare that to Kelsey, Kelsey had 1,072 snaps. So obviously, Kelsey has not missed a game since he has been drafted, and this is the first time he's actually missing a game. So what that means is Noah Gray is going to be the direct beneficiary of all the tight end snaps. And when you compare it to the third tight end on the roster, Blake Bell, he only had 41 snaps last year. So again, even when Kelsey now in this game is going to be out, it will probably be all Noah Gray for pretty much at all. Now you also do have another guy, Winchester. Again, like I said, I think personally speaking, if you are going with any option here, my option would personally be Noah Gray. Now the problem with Noah Gray, right, is he was already kind of more or less expensive going into this matchup. Now he becomes somewhat of a value at 3,600, and I could see myself falling into using him in probably like 2-3% of my lineups. But Blake Bell does interest me. And the reason why is because he's $300. And with his price tag being so freaking cheap, and again, I don't expect him to do much in this game, but if they do get in the red zone, which we know Patrick Mahomes is going to, one or two red zone looks for 300 maybe gets a touchdown pass. I know so far in his career, I don't think he's had any touchdowns in his career. But, no, he has one touchdown in his career total. But I'm kind of interested. Especially that $300 price tag. I mean, when you got that $300 price tag, you can really, load up on other positions and then use him to diversify your lineup. So if you want to get a little chalky, right? So, like, for example, if you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go with... I'm falling so much away from going Patrick Mahomes at the captain spot. I just can't get there. I just simply cannot get there. But let's say you go a little bit wild, right? And I think this is a little wild, but I think you could actually make this work. Go MVS with this spot. So Kelsey's out, right? So MVS should be an option as more of a one-play tutty type of guy. If he catches two big plays in this game, one a touchdown, he's going to pay off that price tag immensely. And of course, the reason why we like to go with captains that are a little bit cheaper is because of the fact that we do have, again, options to get some of the better players, right? So we can, if we really wanted to, I'm not saying we do, but we could put a lineup together like this, where we have Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff, Amon St. Brown, and Gibbs. We could stack this all up. Now, if I did this type of lineup, this is kind of how I would go with the Blake Bell type lineup, right? Because then I would say, okay, well, I think Scanting's going to have a phenomenal game, right? He's going to go off. He's going to just play absolutely amazing. My bad, guys. And, whoa. My face just got way too big right there. I think Scanting's going to have a fantastic day, which, again, if he does, Patrick Mahomes is a direct beneficiary of that, right? So every time Scanting's scoring, he's getting 6 points a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes gets 4 points. He's getting the reception. He's getting the yardage. W, right? Well, then, I'm also saying that when they do get to the red zone, they're going to get to the red zone once or twice in this game without Scanting scoring, and that's when they do, like, let's say a tight end out route and throw it to Blake Bell for a touchdown. If Blake Bell has 5 catches in this game for 20 yards, he's going to pay back his $200 price tag. If he gets a touchdown, I'm winning $1 million, right? Because you got to keep in mind, there will be, after Travis Kelce got hurt, right? And now he's not going to play this game. Because we're going to know going into the game if he's playing or not, right? 100%. Because of that, that means that there's going to be so many people pivoting their lineups and making rules to not include Kelce. That will mean that there will be a lot more lineups with Blake Bell because again, his cheap price tag here of 200. That's gonna be very interesting for a lot of different lineups, and of course there will be a lot more lineups with Noah Gray. I will say overall wise, I think ownership of Noah Gray is gonna be around the 60 percentile. I think Blake Bell might be like 30-40. That's why I do like Blake Bell a tad bit more for that aspect. Who do I think is going to finish with more points? 100% Noah Gray. I think Noah Gray has the best floor of the two by far. But ceiling wise, I think they're both actually even. Surprisingly enough, I think ceiling they're even. I think floor wise, they're pretty much like not even close. Floor wise, Blake Bell is 0 points. Floor wise for Noah Gray, I think his floor is probably like 6 or 7 points. But again, ceiling for both guys are at least 15 points, at least. So, I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, again, I think Blake Bell is also going to help you avoid chalk, which I like a lot. But it really depends on how you are constructing your lineup. Like, again, this lineup right here I have with MVS. Again, the reason why I like MVS is because Kelsey is out. If Kelsey wasn't out, I wouldn't like MVS that much, right? But with Kelsey out and Kadarius Toney not 100%, he's questionable. He was limited in process on Tuesday. He might be limited snap count. Okay, well, the Lions then are going to try to stack the box and shut down Isaiah Pacheco. That means someone on this Chiefs offense is going to have to do something. It's either Sky Moore, Rashad Rice, or MVS, right? Someone has to. Or obviously Noah Gray or Blake Bell. So that's why I'm kind of pivoting toward MVS more in my lineups. And I've actually grew from, I'll say, currently at the captain spot, I've had MVS in my 100 and 200 lineups. I've had him at like around 5-6% in the captain spot. That has grown to 15 to 20% because no Travis Kelsey. Like, the amount of target share that's going to go to other receivers, now that Kelsey is out, is immensely different. Like, this is going to boost up. I'd say when Kelsey was in, my floor for MVS, I'd probably put him at a floor of maybe 4 or 5 points. Without Kelsey, his floor is 10 plus points. Because you just got to think, dude, Patrick, if he's going to throw the ball probably 25 times in this game, at least, right? The ball has to go somewhere, right? At the end of the day, you can make the argument, well, I don't think MVS is that good. I don't think he can do all that against the Lions defense. The Lions defense got better. I get that at the end of the day, but the ball has to go somewhere. And Mahomes doesn't throw stupid passes. When he throws the ball, he throws it with a purpose and for a reason. And 90% of the time, it's to a player, right? It's not like a bad pass. So, we'll have to wait and see. But that's kind of how I'm feeling. I want to make this video kind of breaking this down. Like, do you go Noah Gray? Do you go with Blake Bell? Which option is better? Or do you go with none? I say I am definitely going at least one of these in most of my lineups. 40% of my lineups, I have one or the other. I will say it like that. See you guys next one. Peace.